Hi, this is Seth David from the world famous Nerd Enterprises Incorporated, answering a question right off of Nerd's blog. Somebody sent in using the Ask Nerd form, and Eric wants to know how to sort data that looks like this so that it looks like this without having to enter it like this. And in simple English, what it means is we're sorting data that begins with a letter, which means Excel is going to recognize it as text. And when Excel sorts text, if it sees a number which is formatted as text, then it doesn't sort it like a number. It sorts it with a 1 going first and a 2 going second, and so on and so forth. So even though 1006 is a much higher number than 357, the 1006 is going to come first because it begins with a 1, and Excel is essentially comparing the 1 to the 3. 1 comes before 3, so it's going to put 1006 first. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So I don't know what the actual context is of this, and it may well be that this is just being given to me as an example without the true context. Either way, you'll get the point. I just wanted to give it a label header, because when we start sorting things in Excel, you can do it without the header, but it's much more handy to have the header in place. So let's say now that I want to sort this column, and let me do it without using the keyboard shortcuts so you can actually see how to do it. We go to our Data tab, and we're going to click Sort. Since it's only one column, I could just click the A to Z button here. And as you see, like I said, what it does is it puts the 1006 first because it begins with a 1. The P12 comes second because it's a 1 and a 2. And then I've got the 3 and the 5. So if you're looking at the very first digit here in each of these numbers, that's how Excel is sorting it. So the question then is, how do I get it to sort like a number even though there's a letter in there? And there's no easy way. It's not something I wish I could tell you that you could just go here to the sort options and do it this way, but there's no such option available. So what you're going to want to do is you highlight the range here, and even though there's only 4 of them here, so obviously it would be quick enough to do it manually, but I want to show you how to do this in case you had a huge range of data to do this with. So we're going to select everything except for the header now, and we go to this option here, which is still in the Data tab, called Text to Columns. And you can choose Fixed Width because in this case it's uniform. All the data begins with a single letter. If it wasn't quite that uniform, we might have to do this a little differently. So I'm going to click Next, and I can click right in between the P and the first digit in each of the numbers, and then I click Next, and Excel is going to split this all up for me. So I can click Finish, and now it splits it up. And now I've got it in 2 columns. Now, Eric might come back to me on this and say, but that's not how I want it. Not to worry. We're going to fix that. So first I want to say, we'll call this column 1 because, again, I don't really have the context. We'll call this column 2, and then we'll call this item now. Now, what we want to do is, now that we've got them split up, we want to be able to bring them back together so that you can have the proper context here. So we're using a concatenate formula, and I'm going to select that, comma, whatever's immediately to my left. So I got B2, comma, C2, whatever's in column B here with whatever's in column C. I hit enter, and it brings them back together for me. So now you say, great, Seth, you've got me right back where I started. However, now I can sort this by what's in column 2. And when I do that, of course, it gets me in the order that I want. And then once that's done, I can hide these 2 columns so that I have my proper context. And out here there might be other columns that describe other aspects of this data. That's fine. So the key is going to be to split up your column here and have it split up like this so that you can sort it by the numeric portion of the data, and then you can hide that. So you'd have to expand it every time you wanted to sort it, and then you can hide it. Of course, if it was a one-shot deal and you just wanted to sort it the once and then you were going to be done with it, then what you could do is you could change these formulas once you've written them, done this, sorted it. You could get, in other words, if the goal was that you really wanted to get rid of these columns after you had it sorted, you can do that, but remember, this is a formula now. So first you have to overwrite the formula with the actual data. And the way you can do that is you simply highlight the whole column, copy, paste special, and values. So you want to copy the cell's own values onto themselves. By doing that, you get rid of the formula, and now, as you can see, if you look in the formula, the formula bar, then you can see that there are no longer formulas there. It's just got the hard-coded information, which of course enables me now to safely delete these without crashing my formula. And that is it. As always, I make my exercise files available in my Learning Center for a couple of bucks, so I'll put the spreadsheet up there in case you want to be able to review it with the video and understand the formula. What I'm going to do here is get you back to a place where the formulas are still intact so you can review it in that form. I hope you've enjoyed the webcast, and I look forward to seeing you on the web. Please visit our Learning Center at www.nerdenterprises.com for more great full-length tutorials available in our Learning Center. See you on the web.